Hey! It's Seth here with Philip Nash,
What's up, peoples?
and today we're going to teach you about Jesus. Um, Fortunately, hey guys, this is Seth here. I brought a guest friend on here with me today, Philip Nash.
Hey,
He's from Kairos, which I met 2 weeks ago.
that's right.
2 weeks ago.
That's right.
It's at Brentwood Baptist. If you lived out in this area, then you should definitely check it out. But today we're gonna learn about trusting God through rough times, and we come across this story. Jesus walks on water. I'm not gonna read the whole thing to you because I know that you get really bored when people talk a lot, like me.
And me.
So pretty much everybody knows the story, right? You know, Jesus walks out on the water, right? And
Right.
it's storming,
Right.
and they don't know what's going on. And they see like this crazy person standing out there, and they're like, is that a ghost? Are we getting
Or is it
haunted?
Jesus?
Yeah. And so Peter, was it Peter?
Peter.
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 Peter says right here, if this is you, then call me to come to you. And so Jesus says, come. And as Peter starts to walk, he starts, being afraid and stuff. And Philip here wants to discuss that verse with us. Did you look it up? I gave you enough time, right? Like 4 seconds? Well,
That's enough time
anyways,
for me.
yeah, I mean, it was for us.
Yes.
But Philip, would you like to explain to us verse 29 and 30?
Sweetly.
Or read it for us too.
All right. Verse 29 and 30 says, So he came down, and when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, Lord, save me. Immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him and said to him, Oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt? And when he got into the boat, the wind ceased. I think that's important because we have so little faith in the world we live in today, I feel.
That's true.
And we don't trust in the Lord like we should because I feel that we focus on the things we see of the earth, on this earth, I should say.
Yeah.
And we don't trust in the Lord, that God we can't see. And so it's hard for us to trust in the Lord on things that we can't really see on Him or of Him.
Yeah.
And I just feel that we would get a blessing from God if we started to have more trust and faith towards Him and stop being afraid. I feel that in verse 30, that word afraid is key because that's how we are. We are afraid because we don't see God, and so we're naturally going to, our human flesh
Right.
just reacts, hey, we are not going to trust in the Lord as the way we should, and we don't get blessings from that, I feel.
Right.
But if we do that, then we're definitely going to see a blessing from the Lord, and I think that that's really important.
It is pretty important. It's
Yeah.
almost like being afraid and stuff, and God, it's like your future, when you look in your future, you can't see it, so you're afraid of your future. Like, well, I have all these hopes and dreams, but am I going to make it?
Right.
Or am I going to do it? Or whatever. But, when you trust yourself and you push yourself towards it, it always comes, usually most of the time, your future becomes what you want, right?
That's
So
right.
it's almost like that with God. It's you choose your relationship and what you do with God.
Yeah,
So that's how I feel.
yeah.
Dropping down to verse 31, it says, "Oh, you of little faith, why do you doubt?" That's pretty much like, a lot of times in our Christian walk and faith, we'll find ourselves, like me, doing these devotionals or helping friends out, and then you feel like you're at this point of your walk where you're like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like, and you freak out, and then you fall into the water, and then you scream for Jesus to save you. It always happens to me. I don't know about you, but you feel like you're doing so well, and then just as soon as you're doing well, it seems something comes through and knocks you down. You're
Right.
like, oh, what am I doing out here? I need to get back in the boat.
Mhm.
Like, you try to go back to your safe guard of, oh, well, if I just sit in this boat, it could be whatever. Going back to anything in life that can discourage you from God, such as
Having a bad week,
yeah,
or doing bad in
ex-boyfriends,
school, or
girlfriends,
girlfriends, yeah.
or girlfriends, boyfriends,
Yeah.
alcohol, drugs,
Yeah.
family life. It's all big time stuff.
Yep.
But verse 30, I'll skip to verse 33. It says, then those who were in the boat came and worshipped him, saying, truly you are the Son of God. Pretty much they finally figured out that, like, hey, look, this is for real, guys, so we might want to trust and be loyal. I don't know, what do you got? You got anything to help me out here with?
I mean, definitely the whole thing of trust and faith definitely will be beneficial towards us if we just take the time and do it. And like for me, for instance, I know that I don't read my Bible as much as I should.
Yeah.
And if I could just take 5 minutes out of the time that I have in the day and either do it during the morning before I get ready for work or at night before I go to bed, I feel that I can probably comprehend what God's trying to teach me throughout the day. And that way we can learn how to trust him and have more faith in him instead of relying on the world, on the things that we do see. And I mean, it's easy to trust things of the world because you can see them.
Right.
But if we could just learn how to have more trust and faith in the Lord, then, I mean, God's going to really, in my opinion, I think God's going to really bless you with that. And
Right.
I just think that we should just start learning how to do that more better than we have been.
Right. It's everybody's struggle, guys. This is why I do this. Is to show to you. I can show to you my notebook, and I just showed him my Microsoft Word, where it goes day 1, day 2, day 3, week 1, and then the rest of it's blank. And I'm in my second week of supposed to be reading my devotionals. So everybody does it. Don't feel bad. I mean, well, don't feel bad that you miss reading the Bible, but definitely be like, okay, I need to set down time. It's really easy. Just tell your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that you can text them in 10 minutes. You'll be okay, I promise.
Yeah.
Promise.
Or mom and dad,
Yeah.
or family member of anybody.
But guys, thank you so much for watching this with us. We've enjoyed it, and we have a lot of fun. But tonight, when you pray, just pray that you can seek trust in God and all the things that you do in your life. And just remember, always keep your eyes turned towards the Lord, and never, just don't look down and be like, oh my gosh, am I really doing this? Just look out there and be like, I can do this, and I can do it through God. But God bless, guys. I love you all.
See ya.
We should turn on the music.